turn it over, and they're punching what appears to me to be to the outside.
So, as always, check out that original video for full context, but what we're discussing here is the orientation of your punches when you're practicing your solo Kihon and Kata. And in his video, Nathan Ogden Sensei discusses his centerline focus, the Chushin focus of his approach to karate. And so they punch toward the center, as opposed to a lot of styles which punch off on the outside of the body, as it were. And I actually have trained in systems that have done both of those things. I started in Shuri-ryu, which practices the center line punching, and in Shorin-ryu, I was taught the punching on the side. Now, I want to start off by saying that both of these approaches are perfectly valid, and they both have valid explanations for why you would do them. It's just different mentalities on your training. Now, when we're looking at punching off the shoulder as opposed to toward the center, there are two big reasons for doing that. One is in regards to chinkuchi, which is essentially your structural efficiency. It is a stronger position to be in front of the shoulder and extending than to extend toward the center. And we can see this very easily in something like push-ups, right? It's more efficient to do your push-ups with your hands beneath your shoulders than it is to do diamond push-ups. Diamond push-ups are much harder. They require a lot more effort. So from that perspective, it makes sense that you're trying to practice the punch not only in its full range of motion, but in its most efficient form. Now, the second big reason is when we're envisioning an opponent in front of us and we're aligning our punch mentally as we visualize, we aren't imagining standing straight in front of that person and punching to their center line, because ideally we will be shifting off of their center line. So effectively, we're trying to take that center line of the opponent, and rather than aim toward it without moving ourselves, we move this way so that our punch, in its most efficient orientation, lands on their center line. So it's just a slight difference in how you're visualizing that technique being applied that makes all the difference. Again, that's not to say that either approach is better than the other. They're just different mentalities on the same thing, right? Either you're visualizing your opponent directly in front of you and you're trying to work visualizing your targeting along their center line, or you're visualizing shifting off of their center line to line your strike up with it and trying to maximize the efficiency of your punch. Just different ways to approach it.